Davetatstic Voyage.
It is Davetatstic Voyage. Lazarus Action episode 51. We're running a little bit late because of me. It's my fault. So if you don't blame these other guys, blame me. So, and we'll go ahead and jump right into the movie, Coach. We'll start with Paul.
My quote should be an easy one for everybody. Listen, strange women lying in ponds distributing swords is no basis for a system of government.
It's not something for mall rats.
Little older.
No?
Actually, a lot older.
Say that again?
Listen, strange women lying in ponds distributing swords is no basis for a system of government.
I don't know.
God, you guys are awful. It's Monty Python and the Holy Grail.
Never seen it.
What?
Get out now.
Holy
Just go.
Grail.
Get out.
Indiana
Get out.
Jones and the Holy Grail?
Just go. Both of you, go. Get out.
That's an awesome movie.
The Holy Grail's the name of the movie?
Monty Python and the Holy Grail.
Oh, Monty Python. Well, you got to add that in there.
I did.
Okay. Real.
Get the patchouli out of your head.
God dang. Okay, Mike, go ahead. Shut up, Paul.
All right, my quote is from 1980. It is not a comic book movie. We had a band powerful enough to turn goat piss into gasoline.
I don't know, but it sounds like Pantera was involved.
They were not. They should have been.
Turn goat piss into gasoline? Is that what you say?
That is what I'm saying. From 1980.
Heavy metal?
No.
It's too early for Decline of Western Civilization.
It's a classic comedy.
Spinal Tap?
No. It's the Blues Brothers.
Oh.
I didn't see that one either.
Oh, I've seen that one.
Get out.
Trinity.
All right, I figured since it was Memorial Day weekend, I'd do this one. It's not a comic book movie, but the first character says, "Why do you like them so much?" And the second character says, "Because they stand on a wall and say nothing is going to hurt you tonight, not on my watch."
I'm at loss right now, complete of everything. I have too much patchouli.
It came out in the 90s. I don't know what actual year, but it was in the 90s. Classic movie. Rob Reiner directed it. Tom Cruise did star in it. So,
Few Good Men.
No.
Few Good Men.
That's what Comically Flawed saying.
Yeah, that's it. He got it right. Golf clap.
What was it?
I said, yeah, you got it right. Golf clap.
Oh, I didn't get it right. Comically Flawed got it right.
I know that. That's what I said.
See, I am so out of it right now. This is what sucks about rushing and trying to get in here and start the live show with like 5 minutes to spare, rushing around.
Jeremy, take this over. Take this over.
No, I got it. As soon as we get past this, I'll be over. Oh, good. We're gonna say,
it must
Paul.
be like a psychotropic and bear balls that you were licking.
Who knows? Maybe I did. I just don't remember it.
Basically, what had happened was the bear was eating shrooms, and the bear sweated. And anyway, somebody take this from me.
We don't need any more pictures like that.
So you're saying I'm licking sweaty bear balls? Is that what I'm hearing?
Let's have a look at that.
That was the discussion in the chat earlier. Yes.
So
So when you're licking these bear balls, if you do
hey,
happen to find
moving on past bear balls.
Oh.
But now, I do have to ask, so B-E-A-R or B-A-R-E? Which one?
B-E-A-R.
Okay. Moving on.
And kind of related, I saw a video today. Some dude in Canada was hunting black bear, and he was like sitting there taking forever to set up his shot. The bear charged him. He punched the bear in the face.
And the bear killed him?
And he died.
No, the bear took off, and he took off like a bat out of hell the other direction, but he punched the bear in the face.
You got to be hardcore to punch a bear in the face and make it go the other way.
Yeah, I was like, damn, brother.
Okay, my quote is, I'm seeing. As you know, I'm always trying to come with something. Give them back, they're mine.
The Hobbit.
Close.
Lord of the Rings.
No, not Lord of the Rings. He is a hobbit. Give them back. Them's mine.
Leprechaun.
It's Hoggle. That's his name.
Oh, from Labyrinth.
Yes, that's what it is. So now that I've gone past my crappy impersonation, we'll jump right into Paul for our first book this evening.
Let's jump into one of my co-picks of the week, and that would be Normals. This book was freaking amazing. I mean, the art was great, the story was great, it's I really like where it's going. It's if you're into whole government conspiracy stuff and you know, Matrix type stuff, this is for you. I don't want to give too much away, but it's really good. Go buy it.
If that.
Nope.
And I don't know if anybody else read it. So
I read it, but I was seeing Trinity read it.
No, I didn't read it.
So yeah, I read it this morning. I had to read visually because my LCS, I had it on my pull list, but they didn't get it in for some stupid reason. I did read it. I think it's a little different than what I thought it was going to be. I didn't care. I mean, it was okay. The story was okay. Had a big twist at the end. But for me, it wasn't for me. So it's a blast for me.
And that's fine. No, that's fine.
Wow. I'm surprised Paul didn't pop out with an expletive there.
No, as long as you don't say something from Marvel is good, we're good to go.
Oh, well, that's for later. Go ahead, Mike. What's your first book?
Let's check the chat first. We got SS Comic Reader in the house. Jason Smith, as always, he's up in here. Drew Manchu, who was on last week, covering for you slackers. And the one, the only BGG is finally back in here. Good to see you. And we had a bunch of people up in here chatting away before you jumped on. Count Von Strange, Splash Page Comics, Down the Comic Book Junkies in here.
Oh, yeah.
Comically Flawed, Dr. Von Chilla, JLS Comics, Black Hole, and a whole bunch of others that we're not going to get into right now, but good to see everybody.
So good enough to talk about. That's fine. Moving on.
I love everybody.
Love is love.
All right, first book we're going to talk about is Samaritan, #1. Any of you other guys read this?
I did not
read that one.
This is pretty good. It's about a hacker / fugitive named, what's her name? Samantha Copeland, aka the Samaritan. We found out she tried to uncover the president's involvement in 3 terrorist attacks against the United States, and her boyfriend was killed because of this. And basically, she's on the run, off the grid kind of thing. And basically, this book is a spy, espionage, assassin, hacker goodness. The art is good in this. It's just not my cup of tea, so this is a soft stash for me.
I kind of feel the same way with. I didn't even finish the book. I got about halfway through it, and I just couldn't do it. I'm not a big fan of the spy espionage stuff. It's a blast for me completely. Not even a soft stash. So, just not my cup of tea, as like what Mike said. So it's bad for me, and this wasn't very. I didn't like it very much. Nobody else read that, right? Paul, you said you didn't?
No, I didn't get that one.
Okay, Trinity, what's your first book?
My first book. We'll go ahead and talk about Batman the Shadow #1. I actually really liked it, and it is a
Number
stash
2,
for
you
me
mean?
because I want to see. Yeah, number 2. My bad. I had wrote down the wrong number, but yeah, number 2 was pretty good. It picks up right where the last one left off. Kind of answers the question we were all asking. In a way, it didn't really answer it like right off. But if you remember back when they had the Batman annual around Christmas time or whatever, they had their first appearance of the Stag in there, the first cameo or whatever. Well, this is her first, or his, whatever he is, first full appearance. That character is in this book. So I don't just get that out of there. But yeah, I really liked it. I'll pick it up. The art was pretty cool. Steve Orlando is doing pretty good on it. So
I don't remember what you thought of the first one, Trinity.
I liked it.
Oh, you did.
I thought it was weird the way it ended because they make you think somebody is the Shadow, and they pick up right there pretty much. What I liked about it was it kind of reminded me of those old school like ninja movies or whatever, because it shows Batman. He's like standing there in his coat and he's on this mountain and he's talking to the villain in the book, and he pulls out his cowl and puts it on like some kind of ninja mask or whatever. And I don't know. I just thought it was really cool.
I didn't read that this week. It is in my pull list. I just didn't pick it up because I picked up wanted to read, but it is on my to-read list. So, Paul, you pick up that one?
Yes, decent art, pretty good story. I'm a Shadow fan, so I'm predisposed to like it. And Bat's got his ankle wrecked.
And kept fighting though.
But yeah, I mean, I like the story. I'm definitely gonna keep picking it up.
I think it's only 6 issues, isn't it?
Yeah, it's just a little mini series.
Yeah.
It makes me kind of feel bad because they keep like it's on social media when people talk about it, they kept bringing Scott Snyder up. But Scott Snyder, all he did on the book was help him like plotting and like pacing it out. Steve Orlando wrote it. It's all Steve Orlando. So that's what I like about it. Thought was cool with Scott Snyder. Every time somebody mentions him doing the book or whatever, he retweets it and says, "All I did, it's all Steve Orlando. I didn't really have much to do with it."
And I like that the people who did write everything, have followed or throwing little Easter eggs in there. Like in this issue, there was a patient in a hospital or something was named Mr. Lone. Well, in the Shadow movie from the 90s, John Lone played the bad guy.
Oh, wow.
How about Mike? Did you pick that up?
I did not. No, I didn't care for the first issue.
Blasphemy.
Claude said it was a pretty light week for comics, and next week being the 5th, it will be even lighter. And I think I agree with him. It was pretty slim pickings this week, and next week doesn't look much better either.
Yeah, 5th week they usually do annuals, don't they? Or DC does.
I'll start with this. It's a comic book / magazine. I remember picking these up in the 90s. They started back in the 60s, and I'm not sure if anybody else reads these either or had read these cartoons. If anybody had seen those, yeah. Those are like a total. If you're a gearhead, these are the books, comics, and stuff you read. I thought I'd give it another shot. I don't work on cards like I did in high school. I loved old cards in high school. Worked on them constantly, and it was chock full. Hardly any advertising at all. So just hope it's like 3-4 page stories. Pretty cool poster in the center, but it just didn't hit me the same as it did when I was a big gearhead in high school. The story just didn't. It was all about surfing and rockabilly, and it seemed like it was more about that than it was the cars. So definitely, Mad Magazine kind of did the same thing for me. I read Mad Magazine a lot when I was a kid. Stay up there. Sorry, talking to my filter thing. So if I fall, I scream like a girl. You know what happened. Mad Magazine.
Live on YouTube.
Live on YouTube. Mad Magazine.
Just as long as it's not a ceiling fan.
No, it's not a ceiling fan. That's a story for a different time. But Mad Magazine just was the same thing too. It didn't hit me the same as it did when I was a teenager. Maybe because of my humor is a little bit different. Maybe it's even more perverted now. I don't know. But it's a blast for me. I definitely won't be picking up any more cartoons, especially at $6 an issue. It's just nothing was funny. Nothing was good in it to me. It's a blast. And I don't think anybody else picked up that one at all. So we'll go ahead and jump into Paul. What's your next book?
Man, I picked it up.
You're a liar.
I was like, the fuck? Let's go right into Venom 150.
Here we go.
How could you fuck this up? This would have been my pick of the week if not for the fucking awful art. The story was one of the best Venom stories I've read in a long, long time. But this art was ridiculously bad. I mean, in one panel, Venom's thigh was thicker than his chest. I'm like, no words. It was. This should have been hands down, easily pick of the week, but it was terrible bad.
Look at Venom's chest right here. It just looks all
What?
like he's fat. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Oh man.
Oh, and there's one where he takes his shirt off and they're trying to show like his six pack and he's got like weird muscles.
You got a keg? Logan.
Logan. What happened?
Dead space, dead air. I don't know.
It's your turn, Mike. You tear it up.
Yeah, go ahead, Mike.
Yeah, like Paul said, this book was a great fucking Venom story, but the art just made it not. You didn't want to read it. What was cool about this book? There is, if I could find it, a Venom cover gallery in the back, and it goes through all the past Venom
Yeah, I like
issues.
that.
But this was pretty cool. So, and then there's a backup story.
They had
and
one-
and
they had
yes,
one
SS
variant-
comic reader. Fuck Marvel.
They had one variant that was like $1,100.
I saw Drew Manchu get the Scotty Young variant, and my store didn't have that one. So, but yeah, this is a blast for me. I hate to say it, just because of the art.
And you're a huge Venom fan.
Huge.
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 I mean, seriously, it was one of the best Venom stories I've read in a long time.
I got something Venom related today. Not this book, but I'll show that later.
How about you, Jeremy? Did you read that book?
Not a chance.
Okay. Sorry, I even asked. I didn't read it either.
Well, I mean, I was going to read it, but I haven't been reading the book, so I figured if I did read one book that I hadn't been reading this week, though, but this wasn't it.
Okay, then we'll jump into Mike. What's your second book this evening?
Let's do Detective 957.
Didn't read it.
You didn't read it?
No,
If you go
on mute.
go on.
What? You didn't read Detective Comics, Jeremy?
Well, there's a reason why, probably.
What?
Is he,
Okay.
is
We'll
he
let it go.
Is he muted?
I'm muted.
What?
Anyway, Batman does not appear in this book at all. So it's a spoiler-centric issue. There's a new villain, and Spoiler wants basically to prove herself, showing Gotham that they don't need Batman. That's why she's taking out the bat signal right here. She goes around taking those out. So, new villain in here. I don't know if it's a new villain or it's a villain I've never seen. His name is just Wrath, and he takes over like a TV studio, and he's waiting for Batman to come. and he never shows up, but Spoiler does, and she whoops his ass. This was a dash for me. Wrath right there. And you get your Wonder Woman logo in the corner this month or this week.
That's for the 75th anniversary, isn't it, for Wonder Woman?
They're promoting it, the movie. It says in theaters. I don't know if you can see that. In theaters, 6/2/17.
Wonder Woman!
Wonder Woman!
The Wonder Woman Day the 3rd.
Yep.
Oh.
And just a treat for everybody, if whenever they lift the embargo, John Campia from Collider, whatever that douche nozzle thinks he's doing, he's gonna review the movie dressed as Wonder Woman. Gotta go watch it. It's gonna be hilarious.
I think we should do something like that.
We dress up as a female superhero or villain?
No, yeah.
I don't know about that. But I didn't read that one either this week. Paul, did you read Detective Comics?
I'm gonna
didn't
dress
get
up
to it.
as Zombie Tramp.
Okay, Trinity, I don't want to see you dressed as Zombie Tramp.
I'm not gonna dress as a zombie kid.
Trinity? No, Mike was. I'm eating my dinner. Yeah.
You're eating your patchouli?
Mm-hmm. You're up, Jeremy. What's your next book?
All right, my next book is Paul brought it out in me. Kaiser Soze #1. I went into it with expectations of Usual Suspects and Kevin Spacey, and I was sorely let down. This book sucked. I'm not going to pick up the rest of it.
What book is that?
Kaiser Soze.
Oh.
It was horrible.
Okay. I know I didn't read that. Paul, did you read that?
Nope.
Where'd Jeremy went? Didn't you tell Jeremy to read that?
Nope.
No.
Oh, okay. Mike, how about you? Did you read that?
No, I did not.
Okay. My next book, I will go with I Am Groot #1.
You picked
What?
nothing.
What are you laughing about? I don't want to know.
We said you were hugging trees or whatever you're doing, and that's
Oh.
right in.
Oh yeah. Now, I think the thing for this is the Baby Groot. Everybody's loving the Baby Groot right now, and I think it's kind of lame. It's cool for like a one-time thing to move on. They don't need to really.
You bought it.
Huh?
You said you think it's lame, but you bought it.
I had to review it for the show. Yeah.
LJ asked in the chat how that chicken tastes, Huey.
I got that text. I'm ignoring that message right now. So Groot works as a side character, as a sidekick. I don't think he's not a big enough character to hold his own title. I mean, he's part of Guardians of the Galaxy, and I think that's where he fits. He fits as a side character, not able to do hold a movie on his own or a comic series, and that's just me. I mean, it was a kind of a fun read, but I wouldn't pick up any more of that. So that's a blasphemy. Blasphemy. Paul, you read that, or that's a Marvel, so you say no?
It was not a Marvel that I felt any need to read.
Remember, kids, Ranger Dave says only you can prevent Marvel sales.
How about you, Mike?
I did not pick that book up.
You bastards. All you guys are bastards.
No.
Hug that tree.
Okay.
Groot is becoming the next Deadpool / Harley Quinn.
Exactly.
No, that's what I'm saying. It's kind of getting a little too much. Paul, what's your next book?
Next book is called Destroyer. That was my other co-pick of the week. This book was awesome. Long story short, Frankenstein is alive. Well, Frankenstein's monster is alive. He's not happy particularly when he finds out that people are recreating Frankenstein's experiment, and he starts fucking shit up. Love it. I don't want to give too much away, but it was an amazing book. Hard stash.
So everybody's saying they even passed on Groot. Now I look like more like an idiot. Thank you,
Yeah, Drew
Drew.
Manchu passed on Groot. You be buying it.
I don't know why I do this show anymore. Did you read that, Mike?
Yes, I did, and it is awesome. Come to find out, a descendant of Frankenstein, correct me if I'm wrong on this, her kid is murdered, and she's trying to put them back together.
Yes.
And, yeah, it's just a great book. My co-pick of the week. I have another pick of the week, so. But, yeah, this is a definite stash for me.
So it's a dual co-pick of the week.
Dual co-pick, twins, whatever you... I love twins.
Jeremy, did you read that book?
Nope.
I read it this morning.
I didn't know anything about it.
No. When you said Destroyer, I didn't know what it was at first until I looked it up. And then it's like, I think it's under whatever they
Victor Laval's Destroyer or something like that.
Yeah. And I read it. I thought when I read the synopsis for the comic, I thought it was going to be far more political than that. You know, I figured, they're going to pull, the gun violence and all that stuff. And I figured that was going to be a big part of this book, which it wasn't. Maybe it might be in further issues. I don't know. But I thought it was interesting, a different take on it. Same, for me, it felt like almost the same kind of twist as that Normals. A little bit, how you're thinking one thing and all of a sudden it gets flipped on its end. And but I definitely probably would pick up the second issue just to kind of see what it's like. So it's a stash for me. Mike, what's your next book?
Let's do a good Marvel book. That's Elektra #4. Elektra's still pursuing the bartender Lauren in Arcade's murder world. Screwball is hot on her tail, blah, blah, blah. She makes it to Lauren, and the book really ends, and Arcade I think there's one more issue where she has to take on this giant robot of Arcade's. But this has been really good since issue 1, so Elektra 4 is a stash.
Did you read that, Jeremy?
Nope.
No. I didn't read it. Paul, how about you?
I liked it. I've been following this whole series. It's decent. It's not an amazing book. I thought the first couple issues were great. But for Marvel, this is a really good book, and I'm definitely going to finish it out.
Yeah, I think there's one more issue.
One more.
Yep.
Okay, we have 27 viewers tonight.
Yeah, let me just run through. I know Mighty LJ's in here. Havoc Comics is in here. Stephen Higgins popped up saying he got Groot for his son. Super Sarah Stuff. And Aim High Comics. All kinds of good stuff going on in there.
Okay, Jeremy, what's your next book?
My next book is my one and only pick of the week. That is The Incomparable, The Incredible Redneck #2. I thought this book was way better than issue #1. It is a hard stash for me, and I will be getting the rest of the series. Does anybody know if this is an ongoing or a mini-series like God Country? Or
I don't know that.
This picks up exactly where the first issue left off, and just it's awesome. That's all I'm going to say. I'm not going to ruin it for you because, yeah, it's amazing. But
Brian Spaceboy 227's in here. Davis Comic Finds is watching quietly. Havoc Comics says, Trinity, send me a private message. So,
whoa, you guys got something going on?
no.
He's ignoring you.
He is. I guess that's just typical Jeremy to me now. So, I also picked up Redneck #2 just because Jeremy, I wasn't going to pick it up. And Jeremy posted in our chat saying, "Oh man, that was really good," and I was like, "Crap! Now I got to go pick it up and check it out." Because I was kind of on the fence with the first one. This one definitely pulled it out, and it made it a little better. And I might go to continue picking up Redneck just because the way this ends, shit's about ready to hit the fan in a big way, and I think that is to try to get to read more. So definitely a stat for me.
What I really liked about it is how it read like a TV show or a movie. You could kind of read like that to me anyway. And like the dialogue,
did it read like a comic book?
Yeah, like at the beginning of it, where he was talking about the vampires, like the way they mourn their dead. Like, well, humans wear black, and vampires cover themselves in red, and all this kind of stuff. And like he repeated that at the beginning of it, he said that, and then at the very end of it, as the stuff was hitting the fan, like you said, he repeated it again. And I was like, that sold me.
What was a little creepy, Havoc? I don't know what he's talking about.
That because he wanted his his private. He wanted Jeremy to send him a private message. And
yeah, I would think it's creepy.
True Man, you said Redneck was awesome, better than God Country, in my opinion. I disagree. They're both amazing. But
I also got it, and I also think it was better than number one. And you guys were talking about the shit hitting the fan. Well, it kind of was like the beginning of the shit hitting the fan. I think issue 3 is going to come.
Yeah.
The whole issue is going to be the shit hitting the fan. I can't wait for it.
Yeah. Because it's definitely ramping up. Right? It definitely looks like it's going to be.
Yeah.
How about you, Mike? You read that one too?
No, I didn't see it on the shelf, and I forgot to pick it up. And yeah, I'm a bad person.
Shut your Funko mouth.
Shut the Funko mouth.
Don't feel bad, Mike. I was just telling Cotton One Strange in the chat that he had said that his shop, he hopes they held it for him because they told him they didn't get any Redneck ones, and then they come to find out they listed it on Mall on eBay. And I told him that I had missed out pre-ordering it, so I had to go on mycomicshop.com and order one there. And they still had some, so if you're going to be ordering some stuff from there, go ahead.
In my next book, going in the same vein as Redneck, as in the first one was kind of like, it was okay. I'm glad I picked up issue 2 because it was far better, and I think it's continuing to get better. That's Plastic number 2. I think most of us read number 1. This is continuing on this psychotic guy, pretty gory, just I think it's a cool concept. He still hasn't got his girl back, the blow up doll named Virginia, I think it's her name. And just some funny shit in here because he's totally crazy, talking to dead people, talking to everybody else. It's definitely better than the first one as well. And I might continue to pick up that one too. You read that one, Paul?
No, I did not. We've already tapped all the ones I read this week. It's on my list to read, though.
Okay. How about you, Mike?
Nope, that's another one I forgot. So.
And Jeremy? Nope.
What?
Wake up, Jer.
I'm typing in the chat.
Did you read Plastic? I'm taking this a no.
Evermore? No, I didn't read it.
Okay. Since you're out of books, Paul. What about Mike? What's your next book?
Let's do Kamandi Challenge number 5. Great stuff. Starts with Commando. And they're on the run and on their little motorcycle thingy, and they escape. They end up being split up, and Kamandi meets a former pro wrestler turned detective, which is that tiger guy on the front there. They get attacked, and Kamandi gets kidnapped, and the way this book ends, oh my fucking God.
Wow.
It's like, how are they going to go on to the next issue? But the ending of this book just makes it great. So this was a stash for me.
How about you, Jeremy? Did you read that one?
No.
I read that too.
I dropped Kamandi Challenge a few issues back. Although I'm gonna have to buy issue 8 because they got a Jim Lee variant, but yeah, you know how that goes.
Yeah, I read this too, and as you're seeing, Mike, the end of it, and, you know, it's supposed to be different writer, different artist each time, and I'm thinking to myself, what a bastard of a writer and artist leave this off for the next group. They have to try to figure out how do we come back from this now. You know,
you're killing me, Smalls. Now I'm gonna have to go buy this.
Yeah, you will.
What issue is this?
That's issue 5.
That's issue 5.
But you got to get issues 2, 3, and 4 in order to know what's going on. No.
Yeah, I think I gotta have 3 and 4. I might have 3. I'm not sure.
They even call out the next team. They say they're just gonna throw in the towel and call it quits.
Yeah,
so that's funny.
Which cover makes you giggle, LJ? The Tiger one, the Kamandi Challenge. But yeah, the whole ending of that was just like, oh my God, I would hate to follow that, and I wonder if the next artist and writer are going to do the same thing as in tread that ante for the next group that's coming in after that.
Yeah.
Eat dip for breakfast. I don't know what Havoc's talking about. Jeremy, do you have more books this week?
Yes, I do. I have.
Let's hear those.
A Marvel book that nobody is seeming to talk about, but I read it and was blown away. It wasn't really blown away. I liked it. It wasn't pick of the week material or nothing. But X-Men Blue #4, I had no idea what was going on in the series. I just saw the cover. I was like, yep, I'm reading that because they showed the 3 claws. So this is where they see Jimmy Hudson, I guess his name, Wolverine's son. And when they find him, it's just epic. It just reminded me so much of Wolverine, like the real Logan, you know. So yeah, really awesome book. That is a stash for me. I want to pick it up because I want to know more about this dude. I never even knew he had a son. I knew he had a daughter, but so yeah, there's that. But they were bringing back stuff from they were bringing up stuff that had happened before. Y'all know me. I don't know nothing about all that stuff. But that's X-Men Blue. I read not Detective, but Deathstroke 19, the 3rd part to the Lazarus Contract, and that was pretty awesome. I'm not going to go into more detail because I know Dave hadn't read it. So,
which one, Lazarus?
Yeah.
I read them yesterday. I got all caught up to issue 3, part 3.
Okay, with him. You know, Deathstroke with the Flash's powers is just insane. That's all I'm going to say about that. And the game's been out for a little while, so I'll go ahead. I read Injustice 2, #7. Really, I'm going to keep picking them up because it kind of fills in around the whole game stuff, so like stuff that's going on. This one was more focused on Poison Ivy and Harley Quinn. So, yeah, that's a stash for me.
I have X-Men Blue again. It's in my pull list. I just didn't grab it this week. I had quite a few other books, and I just trying to watch what I was grabbing. And yeah, all thing I don't like about the Lazarus Contract is to me, Flash's powers are taken entirely too easy by Deathstroke. To me, because I don't know, it just seems a little weird to me that he can just like touch his fingers and pull the Flash power away from Wally West.
The suit. Yeah,
well, the suit, whatever. The suit, to me, it's not this. Suit. But the Flash, that's not his suit that gives him super speed, though, is it? I mean,
no, but that's what I'm saying. He siphons off the Speed Force, and that's why he had to have 2 of them. 2 Flashes.
Yeah, I don't know. It just seems a little weird to me. I mean, the story's okay. Is it ending in Teen Titans, or I forgot the last?
The annual.
Yeah, I think they have a special.
Oh, it's the annual. Okay. And the other book that I want to talk about real quick is, I think it was actually part of the Free Comic Book Day, but I did not see it out on Free Comic Dick Day. Oh my goodness, Comic Book Day, not Dick Day. That's the one that Paul goes to. I did not see it advertised anywhere either, and it's promotional for the Valerian. Have anybody read this original story at all?
That's
panel.
Nope.
That's an older. That's based on an older book. That's to go with the movie that's coming out. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. I think it's a promotional for the movie, and I'm not sure if this is the original story. I think it came out in Free Dick Day.
What the crap is going on in the chat, my man?
They're talking about Free Dick Day now. So it talks about in here. The original one was years ago or something like that. Jeremy is gone. Hashtag FDD.
You just said what they was talking about. Havoc said, I got that as well, Huey. I'm not going to say it.
So it's pretty interesting. I mean, for a free comic book day, and it says it's 50. It says here in the thing, it says it's given me incredible joy to finally bring to the big screen 50 years later. So this is actually quite a bit older book. Reprint, but it was pretty cool. I mean, if you like Star Wars and the space kind of stuff like that, for a free book, it's definitely pretty cool.
I forgot to say something about Deathstroke that I want to say right now.
Okay, say it.
I liked the part. Did you like the part where him and Flash was running along? He was like, the difference between me and you is I have your powers and I'm a trained assassin and I can kill or whatever. And he's like, the only thing that's special about you is your speed. If you don't have your speed, what you have? Wally West says, whoop, he noped out real quick. He said, that's
I thought that was pretty funny because if you think about it, that's true. I mean, if they both are super speed, that tactical advantage because he is trained. That was pretty cool. Another thing I wanted to talk about real quick since I wasn't on last week, and that's Secret Empire #2. I just want to kind of give a brief my thoughts on it. Now, I know everybody hated the whole Cap as Hydra, and I think they're trying to explain it away here. If he was Cap, it's the Kubrick. That's
hey, I thought you were talking about Adam Kubert or something.
Kurt Cobain.
No, I think they're saying that that's what changed Cap, right? They changed his whole history and everything. Not that I don't like Nick Spencer a great deal, but I mean, it is a pretty cool concept to have this beloved hero, the villain. I mean, because how many times can you see Cap as a good guy, and how many times can he fight this and this and this? And not repeat itself. So it's kind of a cool approach. I think they're going to twist it out at the end where he is going to be back to the good guy.
Well, of course they are.
So of course they are.
What's nice about this too,
because the original plan was not to.
Yeah. They're $5 an issue, but it has a lot of. It's a pretty thick book, and it flows pretty well, and it's good.
My whole problem with it was the character that they chose to do it with, who's, I don't know. It's okay.
What are you talking about? As in the villain changing Cap to a bad guy?
Yeah.
I mean, it does seem very anti-America. That's where, some of the population is that being America, you're automatically a bad guy. Yeah, I don't know. So I know, said Paul, you have more books. Do you have any couple more books you want to talk about real quick, Mike?
Yeah, I could run through a few here. For the first time, I think I read everything I bought before the show. So I was not a fan of X-Men Blue. I thought it was a step down. Maybe because I'm not familiar with this Wolverine son, but this was a step down for me. I'm still going to be picking it up. Jean Grey was friggin' awesome. Drew Manchu was telling us about this character right here last week. I completely slipped my mind. Drew Manchu.
Is that Nick Spencer?
No, but he is awesome in this book. So I'm gonna have to look more into him. I forgot his name. Drew will let you know.
Tell us, Drew. He was talking about him last week. I remember him talking about it. Was it?
Yeah,
no, that ain't Blink, is it? No.
Kid Omega.
Yeah. That's not what he typed, but
Oniga. That's racist. Mass Effect. Quentin Quire.
We just made Jeremy completely lose it.
I wasn't expecting that at all.
Mass Effect #1. Only pick this book up if you're a fan of the game. That's all I'm going to say about that. We'll save this fuck Marvel book for last. Die Kitty Die was funny as shit. If you like, what the hell is that Scotty Young book? I hate Fairyland.
Yeah, I hate
stuff.
Yeah.
Adult humor. Just get this book. It's really funny, really great. Scarlet Spider #2. This book was a step down from #1. Not a whole lot happens in there. Action Comics was awesome. Great Harley cover.
I like that cover, yeah.
And
I didn't get that cover, sadly.
You guys like the hat, Mike. That's right. The Pittsburgh Penguins are going to their Stanley Cup championship again, but we'll talk about that later. Deathstroke, you guys already talked about that. I liked it. And fucking my shitstorm pick of the week goes to Totally Awesome Hulk #19.
With the old face.
With the old face. I'll get to that in a minute.
That's the Hunka Burning Love face.
This is the
looks like Elvis Presley. Sorry, Mike.
Yeah, Super Senators, Mass Effect comic books, just to let you know. And that one actually takes place before Andromeda, where they're investigating pretty much what the whole Andromeda initiative is about. So check it out. Weapons of Mutant Destruction Prelude, and that's the only reason I got Totally Awesome Hulk. Totally regretted this decision. As you can see, Sabretooth and Wolverine are drawn fantastically. And then you have this. What the fuck is going on with Totally Awesome Hulk?
Looks like he's in prison. And then we'll leave it at that.
Wow, Jeremy with the sodomy joke.
That's a Tool song. What are you talking about?
What?
That's a Tool song. What are you talking about?
And that's all the books I got.
Okay, so I don't think we have any more books this week. I don't think I do either. So we'll go ahead and jump into Grandpa's little segment.
Shut your fucking mouth!
Dude, man.
That's that.
Too much bourbon.
Hell happened there.
Yeah, we went to Smoky Bones. I don't know if you guys have.
I know what it is.
What? You were smoking a bone?
And I ate a lot of.
He went there for free dick day, by the way.
BGG asked, Mike, have you been picking up the Funko cover comics? No, I'm not going down that route. I'm not jumping on that train. I like my Funkos, but not in a comic book. NCACE 13, I like the hat, Mike. As I said, the Penguins advanced to the Stanley Cup last night, so shout out to them. Anyway, got a lot of Funko news to go over. Let's get down to it. In July. What?
We got some robot Funko news.
Yeah.
Robot Funko news?
I thought he was just slurring his words. I had to look up. I was like,
you had the moment.
What it's like having a Roni.
Well, we were talking about Free Dick Day, but
got y'all flustered.
Yeah, I'm all right. And anyway, in July, we're getting some new WWE pops. We're getting $1 Million Man. And the chase of that, he's going to be in his white suit. So Chris Jericho, we're getting. I wish it was a little older version of Chris Jericho, and not this new shit they got out right now. And FYE is going to have an exclusive where he's going to be wearing blue boots instead of whatever red boots he's wearing in the original. The one I'm going after is the Iron Sheik.
Yeah, I saw that one. It looked cool.
Yeah, he also has a chase with it. His head wrap is red. So, and then in August, we're also getting Sasha Banks. Not too familiar with her. I've seen her before, but I'll pass. August, we're getting more WWE. We're getting a Bailey, and she's going to be a Toys R Us. Are we getting Bushwhacker Pops on Free Dick Day next year? Anyway, Bailey's going to have a Toys R Us exclusive. Enzo Amore and Big Cass is a 2-pack, and they're going to be a Walgreens exclusive. So WWE fans, be on the lookout for those. Parks and Recreations, they're getting 4 pops. Andy Dewar, Leslie Knopf, whatever. Little Sebastian and Ron Swanson. I've seen a couple episodes of the show. Never got into it. Stranger Things Series 2 is coming. We're getting 11 in a hospital gown. Brenner with a hazmat suit. Hopper with a donut. Jonathan with a bear trap, and Nancy with a gun. That's all I got on those. There's no pictures of those yet. Now, what I saw of this stuff, it was really blurry. But it looks like August. We're finally getting Mortal Kombat pops.
Oh yeah.
And I was able to make out Liu Kang, Raiden, Scorpion, and Sub-Zero. So, Scorpion and Sub-Zero are gonna fly off the freaking shelf. So, we're getting horror series 2. We're getting Bride of Chucky, Carrie, Annabelle, and it just said Psycho. So we're getting some more Lion King pops, Rafiki and King Simba. Right now there's a Galactic Toys pre-order you could get. It's a Dragon Ball Z exclusive. The dragon. What's the dragon's name? I know.
Pete?
No, Compound Strange is a big Dragon Ball Z fan, I think. So let me know in the comments what the dragon's name is. It's a really cool looking pop. I might pick it up just for shits and giggles. This past Wednesday, if you went to the Funko website, they're doing their exclusive thingy. Thank you again, Trinity, for letting me know the Masters of the Universe Dorbs 3-pack that has Trapjaw, Scareglow, and Spikor in it. It's limited to 3,000 pieces. I don't know if there's any still available. You might want to go check those out. I got mine. So, let's see. Harry Potter. We're getting more Harry Potters. I know Mighty LJ is a big Harry Potter fan, isn't she? Oh, he's gone. He's not even paying attention. The host with the most. Not even.
I am.
Oh, there he is.
Who? I'm here.
He's engaged in FDD activities.
Right.
We're getting Ginny Weasley, Harry with the Marauders map. Hermione with the Time Tuner. Luna Lovegood with the Lionhead version. Peter Pettigrew, Remus Lupin, and Ron Weasley with Scabbers, the rat.
Oh, the dragon's name is Shinron.
Shiran. There you go. Thank you, sir. Shenron. It's an amazing looking 6-inch pop. So, DuckTales Series 1, we're getting Scrooge and Webbingale. From Marvel, we're getting Jessica Jones, Kilgrave. So be on the lookout for that. I'm excited for this one. I know all you horror fans are too. The Shining pops are coming. We're getting Danny, Jack, and Wendy.
Here's Johnny.
The Shining. We don't want to get sued.
The Shining. Kingsman. We're getting Eggsy, Gazelle, and Harry and Valentine.
Let me tell you something.
Last but not,
you make fun of the shinning. You ever wrap your shin on a trailer hitch? It ain't fun. That's all about that. Go ahead.
What are you doing to the trailer hitch?
FDD.
Mighty LJ says Huey likes DuckTales.
That's a joke that we're not even going to go into.
At this
Okay.
point, I'm surprised she didn't say Dicktails.
Last but not least,
You're frozen, Paul.
From the new It movie, we're getting Pennywise.
Let it go. Let
Oh,
it go.
yeah. That's going to be sweet. Is he holding the little red balloon? I wonder.
I hope so.
Did
There is a Pennywise.
You said something about Carrie a while ago.
Yeah, Carrie. Yeah, I mentioned that. There is an older Pennywise I got right there. But this is from the new movie. I did pick up some Funko related items today. I was in GameStop pre-ordering Destiny 2 for the PlayStation and Far Cry 5, which looks freaking amazing. And I saw these Spider-Man mystery minis. I saw Spider-Gwen on there. I had to have them. I told my wife to pick out 4 of these. And here's the ones you could get. Right there, you got Green Goblin, Scarlet Spider, Miles, Spider-Man, Kraven, Silk Vulture, Dr. Octopus, Black Cat, Venom, Spider-Gwen, Spider-Woman, Sandman, Rhino, and Lizard.
Who's the guy with the spear?
Kraven.
Okay, Kraven Reed.
So I did pick up 4 in hopes to get the Venom and the Spider-Gwen. First one I opened, I get the fucking Rhino. But he's pretty cool to have. Second one I opened, I got my motherfucking Venom.
Oh, yeah.
Third one, Spider-Gwen.
You are in heaven.
I am in heaven. I'm going to sleep with this thing tonight. And to top
It's
it
the
all
right
off,
size, too. Yeah, FDD. That's the right size.
it is. To top it all off, I did get Spider-Woman in her classic costume.
Oh, see, he's going to sleep with both of them. He's going to be the meat in that sandwich.
They give good web.
Sausage, maybe.
I did pick up 6 Funkos today. Jeremy might be interested in one of these. I did pick up the previews exclusive Blade.
Oh, sweet.
And now all I need is Black Bolt, which I was looking for. But got that bad boy. I finally pulled the trigger on CJ Parker from Baywatch. I will not be getting David Hasselhoff.
Why not, man?
They need a Chase variant with him drunk with a hamburger on the floor.
I picked up Akuma from Street Fighter.
Nice.
GameStop exclusive. I picked up the Mummy from the Mummy. I think it's a cool pop, so grab that. This one's for you, Jeremy, from Batman: The Dark Knight Returns. Carrie Kelly Robin.
Worst Robin ever.
I think I have all these now. Not too sure.
I think that and the Joker and Superman's the ones I need to complete that set.
And the best one out of the bunch I found at Hot Topic. They're starting to drop, and that's the Twilight Ring Wraith from Lord of the Rings.
Oh, that's pretty sweet there.
So she said she just put them on the shelf today, so there were like 2 left. So I grabbed one, and my friend Amanda, she grabbed one. So, and this is the set. If you weren't familiar, Gandalf, Frodo, Samwise, Balrog, and Nazgul and Sauron.
Don't they have like a see-through Bill or Frodo?
Yeah,
I think it's a Chase.
Is it a Chase? I knew that they had.
So, and that's all the Funko crap I got. If you guys picked anything up this week.
I got no Funko stuff. I was going to send you a message. Did you get that die-cast Venom?
Yes.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
I knew there was one you needed, but I couldn't.
Yeah, it's right there behind you.
Oh, yeah. It's right up there.
No. The little. Okay, yeah. Okay. I was looking at the arrow. My damn camera will not get that. Anybody else have any Funko stuff?
Not I.
I hit a Funko auction last week, and I spent $19 on 6 Funkos. And first I got Yui Metal from Baby Metal.
I don't even know what that is.
I guarantee half these people don't know who Baby Metal is.
I don't know. Who
Oh,
Baby Metal is.
I know they don't. I got Rollo from the Vikings TV show, which is a vaulted pop, which is probably worth more than what I paid for all 6 of them.
Isn't it Rolo?
No, but you guys keep wanting it to be.
TV show they call him Rolo.
I think it's Rollo.
When he said Rollo, I thought he was talking about Rollo from Sanford Son.
I got Spock from the Star Trek Beyond.
They need Sanford and Son Pops.
Yeah, they do. Jayla from Star Trek Beyond.
That's a cool pop. Yep.
Yeah. Hawkman from Legends of Tomorrow.
That's pretty sweet. The girl was from DC Collectors, wasn't they? Like Legion of Collectors?
The original Hawk Girl. The
there.
original Hawk Girl was from Legion of Collectors. The Hawk Girl from that TV show was a Barnes & Noble exclusive.
Firestorm. And then I also, just the other day, picked up...
I thought Firestorm was black. I'm just kidding.
That's racist. I got the Target exclusive Bell from Beauty and the Beast. The Beauty and the Beast pops have been some of the most detailed ones they've ever come out with, and I'm just really digging them. And I was finally able to get a Walmart exclusive Wonder Woman that wasn't a jacked up box. And
waiting for it. Usually Jeremy's the one that does it.
Yeah. He's supposed to go, Wonder Woman! Wonder Woman! And I picked up like 3 or 4 of the cable Dorbs because they're already going for like $25-$30. So if anybody needs one, let me know. And that was all I got.
I got 0 Funko news, or Pops. What are we doing? Mystery Minis. I got a couple more Mystery Minis.
Hey, Drew Manchu knows who Baby Metal is.
Mystique covers.
I want that book right there.
Which one?
Yeah. No, the other one.
I already said. So you didn't get that one.
I got the cable.
Magneto, Wolverine, or Logan. I think I showed that one before. I've been just grabbing little mystery minis every now and then. So, any other? No, I don't think any more Funko news stuff.
No more Funko news.
Nope.
Well, don't let Trinity know your eBay page. He'll only offer you $1 for a book. That's to my PSA. Sorry, we didn't close that segment out. But PSA for the day: don't let Jeremy know your eBay page, or he'll lowball you.
I will troll you hard. I just trolled Dave hard. I sent him $1 bill, and the terms of the agreement I put lol.
Yeah, I saw that after the fact. I'm like, who's this douchebag offering me $1? Like, what a jackass. And I was seriously so pissed off. I was getting ready to write a text back to him and say, "Do you kidding me?"
How did you figure out it was me?
So I saw the page name, JSE.
Okay.
Then I'm like, oh, it's just like his gamer tag. So then it clicked with me. So Mike's closed his Shutto Funko mouth, and then we'll move it on to Trinity's Lowball Superhero Cinema.
What it do?
Go ahead there.
Okay, if I can get the screen share to come up. I had a pretty good little bit of news.
Make sure you close your dirty tabs before you do that.
You know we ain't gonna know that. Anyway, this is first of the news. Marvel just cast Tom Hardy as Venom. This might be old. Did we do this last week? It was on my thing.
I think so. I think so.
Okay, well, Dave and Paul wasn't here, so we'll get them to talk about it, and then we'll move on. What did you guys think about the casting here?
I don't know. I like Tom Hardy. I think he's an excellent actor. I just think he's already played in Batman, which was kind of something that seemed kind of weird for me for Tom Hardy to choose. and let alone now he's going to choose this. It just doesn't seem like it's part of his. He likes the indie stuff a lot more, or he likes the characters that have a lot of depth. I don't think Venom has enough depth for that.
I don't know. They say he's notoriously picky with his scripts that he picks, the movie he chooses to do. So whatever they showed him from this was enough to get him interested in wanting to do this. That's what I kind of think about it. But we're going to move past this. I wasn't sure if we talked about this or not. It was just on my list. Ray Fisher confirmed Cyborg is still set for 2020 as Mike plays Injustice behind us.
Shut your Funko mouth.
Did you? Ain't really much to say about this. I mean, nobody even kind of thought that it would be offset. Really, I didn't. Did you guys think it would be?
Again, he's a supporting character. He's not a character that can pull a whole movie by himself. I mean that's one thing that I really feel about with the DC characters. You have Batman, Superman, Wonder Woman. Those three can carry, I think, a movie by themselves. Adding Cyborg, adding Aquaman, I just don't see them, or even Flash, maybe, but I just don't see them holding their own in a movie. And
have you read any of their solo comic books?
I've read a few of the Cyborg from Rebirth, and that's not a character that I like very much.
Cyborg can hold his own, man, and especially Aquaman. If you've read the New 52 Throne of Atlantis storyline with Aquaman, that's it's pretty great, man.
Well, it's just that usually, Aquaman I can kind of give you because I think he's held his own in a title over I don't know how many volumes, but really how many volumes has Cyborg held his own?
Well, he's been there. He's been there as long as Nightwing. Nightwing's getting his own movie. So,
yeah.
All right. Next piece is Spider-Man star Tom Holland is set to play a young Nathan Drake in Uncharted. I'm not. At first, I was really psyched about this when I got to reading it. That they're doing it as a kind of like a prequel to the games. It's going to be a story of how, if you've played Uncharted, first of all, the story of how Nathan Drake met Sully, his mentor in the game, or his whatever you want to call it. They say it's going to tie in with the games. It could be cool. I don't know though. I don't know. Which do y'all have? Any of y'all played Uncharted?
I have.
I haven't. It's one of the games I've always. It's a PlayStation exclusive though, isn't it?
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, that's why I have never played it. It's always interested me, but I just don't want to buy a PlayStation just for that title.
Yeah, Legend says make Cyborg kid friendly, and all them Teen Titans Go kids will want the parents to take them to see Cyborg. That's another big thing. Is Corey Payton from Walking Dead also does the voice of him on Teen Titans Go, and in Dallas, that's what he was. Most of the people was there to see him as, not as King Ezekiel, was as Cyborg. Like I remember, there was this lady that was there. She had an autistic kid, and one of the things that like calms him down when he gets worked up is Cyborg's voice on that Teen Titans Go. It's his favorite show. So Corey Payton like actually recorded a private message on her phone as Cyborg for her to play for him, and I thought that was really cool on Corey Payton's part. But yeah,
I don't know. I just don't. To me, Nathan Drake, I mean, from what I know from the game, he's just a little bit older guy, and I think,
yeah, I think he's too young.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Drew
well, that's why
said if you play Tomb Raider, that means I've played Uncharted. Yeah, I can see that.
I don't know. Uncharted's better than Tomb Raider, but anyway. In my opinion. In my opinion, Uncharted is like taking Tomb Raider and Indiana Jones and melding them into one, like the humor and the action and all that.
So from what I understood, like Nathan Fillion would have been a perfect choice if he would be about 10, 15 years younger.
Nathan Fillion would be. You may tell you who's the perfect casting for Nathan Drake. I know he's the it man in Hollywood right now, but Chris Pratt.
I can see Chris Pratt doing that because he kind of has a sarcastic kind of attitude, doesn't he? In the game. Yeah. Like I said, as long as they do this as a prequel, like it's supposed to be young. See, it says focus on the young thief Drake in his first encounter with professional rogue Sullivan.
That he might could pull off. Like if they do it in like is a flashback. I would like to even see them, use Tom Holland in flashbacks on the in the movie and not him be like present day. You know what I'm saying?
I think Tom Holland needs to focus on Spider-Man. That's all we need him to focus on.
Right. Okay. I don't want to go. I know. No, I mean, we just talked about that. Marky 316 would like this story. Aquaman set photos show Amnesty Bay and massive water tanks. They're in water tanks.
That was Mira in a bikini. Massive water tanks.
Zing!
I'm getting really excited for the Aquaman movie. I really am. I think James Wan is going to kill it, but I just had to throw that in there. I don't know if you have anything to say about that.
I'm excited for Aquaman.
Me too. I know a lot of people are saying that what's his name? Jason Momoa won't be a good Aquaman, but because he looks nothing like Aquaman. But I mean, I think he's going to do perfect. I think he's going to do awesome.
Funny little side story about Aquaman. I was playing Injustice today, the other day, and my wife walked in, and I was playing as Aquaman, and she's like, "That's not Aquaman," and she was referencing Jason Momoa's character.
I'm the one on panel that's not really looking forward to Aquaman. I'll probably see him in the theater, but I'm not like super excited about it.
Shut your fucking mouth.
I'm gonna have to eject this doucher. Anyway,
I am the host. You cannot eject me.
Hugh Jackman spoke on recently on why he never wore the classic suit. He said there was a couple things I couldn't work out how to do. Fans always say, "When are we going to see you in the blue and yellow spandex? We've got to see that shot." We tried it a little bit in the Wolverine, and it didn't happen. On the plane at the end, he opens up a box, and there's the suit. I think that ended up getting cut. So the suit was one thing, but we couldn't work out how to do it. So if anyone can work that out, you go for it. He said, the other idea that I always loved was the idea that in the comics, every year on Logan's birthday, his brother comes and beats the crap out of him. I just thought that was such a cool, fun idea and very in keeping to those characters. His birthday present was just a beating, and that's the only time he sees him. I kept saying, "Jim, we got to put that in." And he goes, this is not that Marvel. This is not that movie. But anyway, I thought it would have been really awesome to see that on screen. But then I was reading, like James Mangold was talking about, the only thing that they couldn't figure out was like, Logan is such a character that he wouldn't want recognition for going out and saving the world. So why would he just put on a bright yellow suit and go out and fight the supervillains or whatever? That would only draw more attention to himself. He would do it more low key.
Low key?
But low key, not low key. But we're going to the next one. Zack Snyder. This is a tragic story. We all read this. This went everywhere. But I had to include it in here. Zack Snyder stepping down from Justice League following family tragedy. And for those of you who don't know, his daughter committed suicide back in March, and he was contemplating not coming back to work. He was going to come back to work and bury himself in work to keep his mind off of it, but they were going to have to go to Europe and do some reshoots and add some additional stuff, and he just didn't want to leave his family. So I know there was a lot of websites and a lot of people like talking trash, still talking bad about him, like even though the dude's going through all this. But I think that's a horrible story. I couldn't imagine. I don't have any kids, but I couldn't imagine losing one. But Joss Whedon, apparently Joss Whedon has been working on this Justice League more than we thought with Zack Snyder. Like the DC and Warner Brothers had done brought him on to add, help write some of the stuff that they were going to do in the off, the reshoots or whatever. But he was helping do some more stuff, I guess, while Zack Snyder was dealing with all that behind the scenes, So, I don't know if y'all have anything to say about this. But
I got nothing.
Sucks what happened to him. I still don't think he was the right director.
Well, why is there a picture of Logan on the screen when we're talking about Zack Snyder?
Because it's an ad. It's a huge ad. You can see it behind there. No,
the main picture right there, it says falling family tragedy, and right below that's Logan and Laura in the Bronco.
That's a trailer for Logan.
But why is it in the DC article? That's my point.
Because the whole thing behind it is an ad. You don't see that?
I see that. I just think it's poor choice.
I do too. But,
thank you.
Comicbook.com.
Now that you have agreed with me, move on.
I will move on. Johnny Depp as Invisible Man and Javier Bardem as Frankenstein confirmed there for their Dark Universe. I don't really have much to say about this. I just threw this in there. This is the whole mummy thing they were expanding on. Here's the quote. It says, "We take enormous pride in the creativity and passion that has inspired the reimagining of Universal's iconic monsters and promise audiences. We will expand this series strategically. The enterprise masterfully developed by Chris Morgan and Alex Kurtzman will allow each subsequent chapter the right time to find their perfect cast, filmmakers, and vision to fulfill it. As we launch Dark Universe with Danny Elfman's provocative theme Before the Mummy and collaborate with a brilliant filmmaker like Bill to weave the story of a very modern woman and a very classic tale, we feel confident we're off to a tremendous start." I don't know. I want to see this movie before I buy all that. So, what do y'all think about the Mummy and Johnny Depp as the Invisible Man?
Johnny Depp, I don't know. To me, he's just been a total flake on a lot of his movies. Like, I don't know how Pirates of the Caribbean is doing in theaters. I think it's doing okay, the new one. But I don't know. Johnny Depp, I hated him that he was in the Fantastic Beasts. I'm like, really? I don't know. I guess I'm kind of burnt on Johnny Depp.
He's the Deadpool of movies right now. I'm just tired of seeing him.
Yeah.
Me too, man. I mean,
the same way.
I don't even think we needed another Pirates of the Caribbean, but anyway, we'll go ahead to this. Resident Evil franchise to be rebooted with James Wan on board to produce from Greg Russo script. I think this is going to be amazing. The first Resident Evil, however many movies, was an abomination. It never should have been. And James Wan is the perfect person to get this if they stick to the games and do it right as it should be. But yeah, the ones with what's her name from Mila Jovovich, those movies were horrible. So
you are wrong.
I actually like those.
Yes, I like them
too.
I
mean, they're good as their own thing. They shouldn't be called Resident Evil is my thing, though. Because they're nothing like the games.
But weren't they hyping up that last Resident Evil as the final chapter? Isn't that what they were hyping it up?
Well, it was the last and final chapter because they're rebooting it and doing it right, hopefully. Because that was, I'm telling you.
Die down here.
What the hell was that?
That's the Red Queen in the first movie.
Oh, is it? Who did that? Was that Paul?
No, that was Mikey.
I thought it was Pennywise.
That was Bourbon Boy.
Bourbon Boy.
Anyway, the next story says Stan Lee teases major new character for Avengers Infinity War. Let's see. Speaking at a Q&A in Des Moines, Iowa, Lee told the ensemble group, including Game Zone, that a major new character or characters will appear in Infinity War. From the sound of it, Lee was then told by his assistant that he couldn't discuss it any further, but he did add that the fans will be pleased. Speculation begins. Who do you think it will be?
Warlock, because they've already teased him.
Yeah.
What, you mean we haven't teased Thanos yet?
Yeah, they teased Thanos too much. Not too much, but they, for that to be what I'm talking about.
I mean, Stan Lee is, I love the guy, and he was the architect, all this stuff, but brother's like 97. He needs to just, go sit down.
Yeah.
What other character do you think they'd throw in there that nobody would be expecting?
Speedball.
Silver Surfer.
Silver Surfer, yeah, I mean Silver Surfer would be great because he doesn't play a big part in Infinity War.
Except they don't own the rights.
I know. I mean, would Fox release? I mean, it would be so sweet if they could get all the characters back for Infinity War. You know, the X-Men and all that stuff. But I don't see that happening.
Yeah, I don't either. I have no idea who they could be using. I'll just watch it, whoever they're going to put in there. But
Conan.
If they put Conan in there, it's going to be ever more raw. Anyway, the new Flash movie script reportedly the perfect coming-of-age film. It says the script has been completed and approved after many drafts and rewrites. The studio has finally approved a very good script with some calling it a perfect coming-of-age story regarding a young man trying to control his power. There have not been that much more conversation regarding this film, although they have been very excited. Which, the only thing that I can think of about that is they got a script that will probably be rewritten if they hire a director, unless the director likes it. So,
I'm sorry if it's a DC Flash thing and it ain't Grant Gustin. I'm checking the fuck out.
no, man, Ezra Miller's gonna rock. You just,
No, he's gonna suck.
yeah, I disagree hardly. Anyway, we got our first look at the Justice League costumes from the licensing expo. I might can click on these and make them larger. Let's see if I can do that.
Click on me and make it larger if you want.
No. That's Batman's tactical suit. I really dig that. I mean, yeah, that's not the suit he's going to wear the whole movie, I don't think, but that's like when they really go into battle, the steel plating and stuff. But I know a lot of people talk smack about it, but check out Flash's suit. And he's supposed to put this together by himself, like on his own. I think that was Grant Gustin is okay for TV, but he's not movie level. I'm sorry.
It's gonna suck.
Okay.
What? What are you whispering?
I
There's
just don't.
Cyborg.
I just don't
He's just
see.
trolling me.
I don't see anybody playing Flash other than Grant Gustin.
You're going to be pleasantly surprised.
No, probably not. I think it's gonna go exactly how I expected.
Okay.
Real quick, Havoc wanted to know what we thought about Riverdale. Are you talking about the TV show?
I don't
Havoc?
watch it.
I haven't watched it.
I'm only
Check
about
out-
5 episodes in, so I can't.
Check out Aquaman's uniform. Or his suit. That looks pretty sick to me.
I don't like Jason Momoa as an actor.
You suck too, dude.
Go.
No.
Get out.
He was good as Drago in Game of Thrones because he only said like one syllable words. I think that's about his path.
There's Wonder Woman's. I think I read somewhere that her suit is that color from like years of dried blood or something like that. I don't know. That might have been somebody just wrote that. Anyway, we're going to the next story. Deadpool 2 cast another villain rumored to be Black Tom Cassidy. Fox has set Jack Kesey to play major villain in Deadpool 2, while insiders said it isn't entirely clear which baddie he will play. Sources have pinpointed a character called Black Tom in the comics. He is a nemesis in the X-Men universe, a Dublin-born mutant who can manipulate, bond, and project energy through plant life. He is also capable of issuing concussive blasts with a wooden object, usually of a shillelagh. So he seems like a strong male Poison Ivy. I had no nothing. What y'all think about it?
He looks nothing like the dude in the comics.
Yeah.
I don't know what Black Tom looks like.
Me,
He looks kind of like you. He kind of hugs trees and has the patchouli going and eats granola. And
I'm not a big Deadpool fan, so I just figured I'd throw this in there for the Marvel
Let's see
fans.
here. Maybe he might be able to pull it off.
Doug Liman parts ways with Justice League Dark movie, but it's not because of DC running him off or nothing like that. It's because he had a scheduling conflict. A movie that he was already signed on to do, and went ahead. Got fast tracked and greenlit, called Chaos Walking, and he was supposed to be doing that, but I hear now that Warner Brothers is talking to the guy that's directing the new It movie. I think the dude's last name is Machete. I'm not gonna lie. I swear, I think that's just really his name. I don't have it on here, but I did I heard that on Collider. If you want to go check that out, Machete, however you pronounce it. And I think if they're gonna go the horror route with it, which you should with Constantine and the Demon and all those, I think a horror director was the way you need to go. But what do y'all think about it?
I can't remember anything else he's directed. I have to look him up.
Me either.
Anyway, I thought Paul was going to say it was going to suck.
No, I hope it doesn't, because I love Justice League Dark. I just think Flash is going to suck.
Top Gun 2 is officially happening with Tron director. That's Den of Geeks totally lied on that. It's happening, and now we know who is likely directing it. See, they put that right there. Is the director from Tron. I think Top Gun 2 could be cool. I don't know anything about the story.
I don't know why we need a Top Gun 2.
I don't really know if we need one either, but, you know.
Yeah, who are these people asking for this to happen?
I don't know. But
I'd rather have an Iron Eagle 2 versus Top Gun 2.
Damn right. Well, there was an Iron Eagle 2.
Huh?
And a 3, and a 4.
There's been like
What?
5 Iron Eagles.
Well, a remake of Iron Eagle. Okay, how about that?
Okay, on to a sequel.
Just as
What am I
long as
doing?
nobody wants to remake or sequel stealth, because that.
I think on to a sequel news that I think everybody on the panel will unanimously say they're excited for.
Right.
John Wick 3 is happening and may start filming by the end of the year. The same director is doing the principal photography or whatever, for the prep work or whatever. But I think that's just like legal, like talk for he's going to end up doing it. What do you guys? You guys ready for John Wick 3?
I haven't even seen 2.
Neither of us.
Trust me. You need to go get on that, man. John Wick is. That's the only movie I think I've really ever seen that held its own against the first one.
Aliens.
It just gets.
Aliens.
Well, I haven't
Empire.
seen
Iron Eagle 2.
You didn't even know there was a freaking Iron Eagle 2.
All right, this one's for you, Mike. Marvel Silver Sable and Black Cat taps director Gina Prince Bythewood to take it on. Again, they're setting up a Spider-Man-less universe. I don't know how this is going to work, but I don't know anything about the characters. So
They're like minor characters. I don't know if they could hold their own story. Like what we were talking about, them characters fucking
With
I don't
Cyborg.
know. Yeah, Cyborg, and they're like backup characters. Like I don't know.
Well,
And I think we even touched base on that last show, and it's like, how are they going to do this without Spider-Man at least being in parts of the movie?
Yeah.
As far as Venom. So
I don't know. I don't even know who this person is. So
Silver Sable?
no, this director. So I don't even know. Like,
Oh.
but I don't know anything about the character, so I don't know if she'd be a good fit to direct it or not.
Her last name's By the Wood.
Well, all right. Paul seems to know a lot more about this than I do because he was putting it in the chat earlier in our little private chat. But the New Mutants details revealed. X-Men franchise goes horror. Take it away, Paulie.
The director said we are going straight out freaking horror. He said there's going to be no costumes, no supervillain. This is going to be a horror movie.
That intrigues me because
I'm in.
Again, I know nothing about the New Mutants, but I like horror movies, so I'm down for it.
The Gina Prince Bythewood, she directed Love and Basketball, The Secret Life of Bees, and Disappearing Acts. Like, really?
Are those all Lifetime movies?
I think so. 9 Eastern.
Bythewood. Okay, and now we'll go. Wonder Woman director Patty Jenkins has revealed her comic book influences for this movie. And she says the original Marston run, of course, the George Perez run, then lots of things from here and there. And then she says, somebody asked her, so what is your favorite Wonder Woman comic book storyline? And she said, the original run with all its nuances. I also really love the New 52 Diana storyline, leaving the island and so on. I don't know if y'all been, like, keeping up with this, but they're saying Wonder Woman is amazing. Like, all the people
I don't think anybody on our panel hasn't said that we didn't think it wasn't going to be amazing. I think most of us thought it was going to be pretty damn good. Yeah, so I don't know who the people are saying it looks horrible.
No, I'm not saying it's going to look horrible. I'm just saying I don't know if y'all been keeping up with it, like all the things they're saying about it. Like the people that actually have seen it. Like I know Collider likes to throw a lot of shade at DC sometimes for at least what I've seen, and I've seen them. The people that are on the Collider Movie Talk show that have actually seen it, like gush about how awesome it is, and they can't really give a review because they're still under embargo. But somebody said, because Patty Jenkins has already been talking about doing a sequel that's going to be. Paul, you was posting about this in the chat earlier, wasn't you? And she was talking about the sequel.
They said it's definitely if and when they do the sequel, it's going to be another historical one. It's not going to be modern. Yeah,
and somebody they were talking about that on the Collider Movie Talk thing, and somebody said, do you buy or sell them Patty Jenkins doing a Wonder Woman sequel? And the people that have seen it said Warner Brothers and DC need to let Patty Jenkins do whatever that blank she wants to do.
Well, see, for me, for Wonder Woman, I haven't read or heard anything bad about Wonder Woman. People throwing shade at it as just the new fandangled young people say. A good thing and nothing but.
Well, this was leading
awesome.
up to
I haven't seen a negative review yet.
Well, I'm not saying that they reviewed it negative. I'm just saying, like, leading up to before anybody seen anything about the movie, they were saying that it probably won't do well in the theaters and blah, blah, blah.
That's what I'm saying. I didn't even read that. I didn't see that at all.
Do you not watch Collider Movie Talk?
No, not really. I mean, if they're the only people, then I'm not going to base my opinion on one person saying that this movie's going to be shit, you know?
They didn't say that. They just were saying that.
I'm sorry, I'm not speaking verbatim.
Yeah, that's not what I'm talking about. They were saying that they didn't know exactly how good it was going to be, that they're worried about DC and blah, 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 and all this, and now they've actually seen it. I have said from the beginning that I think this was going to be the one to turn it all around. Remember when I come back from Dallas and told y'all that Jim Lee told somebody that, and y'all was like, yeah, but he worked for DC. Now I see why he said that. But I think Wonder Woman is going to be amazing, in my opinion. And it's also no coincidence that it was the first one with Jeff Johns under the helm, too, so.
The only thing negative I've seen about Wonder Woman, and that was a movie theater saying that they're going to play the movie just for women one night.
Well, yeah, they have that.
But that's something that I've ever read negative or seen negative about it. And I've said from the beginning, too, I think that Wonder Woman, the way it looks, it has to be the one that pulls DC out of this. And it looks like it's going to be the one that pulls DC out, that makes it this tops down. Not that Batman v Superman did horribly in the theater. It just wasn't by the critics. Where I think this one's going to be perceived well by the critics and be a financial success.
They had a whole thing leading up to it, like during the trailers, like people complaining about her armpits. Like in the trailer, the way her armpits looked. And I mean, it was like people were saying, like, where's the Wonder Woman marketing? Like, they hadn't been marketing the Wonder Woman movie as, you know, and it was like social justice warriors were like out there saying, like, because somebody said something about how good.
What I said to a coworker, we're on the brink of World War III and we're arguing about Wonder Woman's armpits.
Yeah.
Okay. It looks like Paul's getting tired. He's getting weepy. So we need to wrap this up before he falls asleep. I'll say it out loud. I don't care. I'll call him out. So,
FDD boy.
Anything else real quick? He's got to get to his FDD before he goes to bed.
Mike just straight up left. Oh, wait, there he is.
No, he's still there. So we're going to close the curtains on that. We are running an hour and 45 minutes long. Yeah. So we'll go to Paul. Any last-minute shout-outs?
Just my usual, everybody who's in the chat. You're the reason we do this, and we love it. We'll be here.
We'll be here. If you need us.
People in the chat are confused about the Wonder Woman's armpit stuff. People were complaining because, well, I don't even really go. I don't know exactly what they were talking about. But it was something to do with her armpits being.
Just have them Google Wonder Woman /armpit and they'll find it.
Yeah, Google that.
Armpit Gate 2017. Mike, do you have any last-minute shout-outs or anything real quick?
Not really. Shout out to people still remaining in the chat. Super Sarah Stuff, Jason Smith, Abbott Comics, and NCACE. So
that's the first time they've been.
We all have a. I've never seen him before, but he's been pretty active in the chat.
That is my best friend. He watches.
Oh, really?
He's just never commented in the chat.
Oh, he just started talking a whole bunch of free DD stuff.
Yeah.
So, shout outs.
Is he a Penguins fan? I guess I take it.
I don't know.
Your friend? You don't know. He's your friend. You don't know. Penguins in 5.
I don't watch hockey.
I'm talking about him.
Any last minute shout outs there, Jeremy?
Yeah, I'm going to give a shout out to my friend Nathan, who's in the chat. I also want to give a shout out. You can't see it. I'm not getting up to go get it. But that book right there, Batman 22 from the button, is the particular cover is signed by Jason Fabak. I want to give a shout out to Lunchbox Batman. Give a shout out to the Doom 143 who just popped into the chat. Said he must be super late to this. It's okay, brother. You watched it the right time. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Shout out to Havoc Comics for want me to send a PM. That ain't what y'all thinking about. Anyway, just shout out to everybody.
FTD in the PM.
What Alex used to call me was Trinity Winfrey. So subs for everybody. The Doom 143. Look under your seat. There's a sub for you, my brother. So.
I don't really have any shots this week. But I did send Jeremy a package. You should get it next Wednesday. I want you to do a live unboxing because I think you're really good. And I hope everybody else will too. So
wait, you're going to do just an unboxing or a live unboxing?
It'll be so much better live.
Okay, I'll go live.
Or whatever, as long as you don't edit it out.
Wait a minute. No,
wait a minute.
Now I'm not going live.
FTD, baby.
No.
So, okay, guys, I don't have really shout outs this week. Next week, we're going to be starting, I think, at 7:30 again until my schedule gets back to normal. I think the week after that, we should be back down to our normal time at 7 Pacific. So we're going to wrap this thing up, guys. Whether you blast it or whether you stash, happy reading. We will see you next Friday.
Later, guys.
Later.